all of a sudden we're in like third period, and everybody's like, "Hey, yo, did you hear what happened to Drake? Did you hear what happened to Drake?" And me and Caden have that class together, so obviously we're like, "Oh, what the f happened to Drake?" Like. So, at my old middle school, there was an entrance to West, just like to the parking lot. The parents would drop off their kids and then like drive around in the loop. But then over like where you would get dropped off, there was also like a neighborhood, like you could just walk from that road right to our school. There was these trees like between, like off to the side of the road and like between the school. So like if you were in the trees, you couldn't be seen.
Right.
And so, me, my buddy Drake, and my buddy Caden. Yeah, me, Drake, and Caden all were over there, and they were drinking. And I was like, you know me, I'm not a big drinker. Like,
Right.
I was just like, yeah, well, I got some weed if you guys want to smoke, whatever. So obviously, I just sparked them up. We smoked some weed. This was 8th grade too, right?
Oh
so like,
gosh.
it was like, it was just like some smoke out of the
This is like after like y'all hit the playground. Went and it lit up.
right. So we were just getting lit in these fucking trees, right?
Right.
And then the like, whatever, there's like 3 minutes till the bell rang, and so we were like, all right, we should probably get going. And so we just like make our way, just like whatever, like 50 yards, not even 25 yards from the school. Make our way to the school. We were also like sketched out. And so we like put hella cologne on this shit, cause you know, fuck that, bro.
Right.
So then I like walk into the school, and then you know the bitch that like just is like greeting you or whatever.
Yeah, the front.
She's like she didn't even suspect a thing, right? So I was like, I bet we in the clear, and that's like just coming from doing it, like.
Right. She didn't smell anything, then like you're chilling.
Right. I was like, bet we in the clear. It's like we make it to like third period, right? And I didn't know this at the time because we didn't have classes together, but Drake, he had like a whole bottle of like tequila or some shit, bro. Like it was like liquor. Like it wasn't
like a whole bottle.
Yeah,
like a bottle or like in a water bottle you put it? Or,
no,
like
a whole bottle, bro. Yeah.
What?
Like he just had the bottle in his backpack, and that motherfucker, like every class period, you would take it to the bathroom and just like drink a shit ton of it.
Oh, was this like the same day that he got like
yeah. This is that story, bro. So like I didn't know that, but then all of a sudden we're in like third period, and everybody's like, "Hey, yo, did you hear what happened to Drake? Did you hear what happened to Drake?" And me and Caden have that class together, so obviously we're like, "Oh, what the fuck happened to Drake?" Like,
right.
Obviously there's some shit. He got caught doing something, and we were just like, and we were doing that, like I might have not been doing it, but I was there, so like.
Right. They got you on
association. Guilt of association. Right. You know how schools be. Somebody was like, "Oh, did you hear what happened to Drake?" Whatever, blah blah blah.
Right.
And obviously we played dumb, and we're like, "No, like what happened?" And then they explained to us, they're like, "Oh yeah, he got caught drinking in the bathroom." Like, they're not even that. He didn't even get caught drinking in the bathroom. They were like,
he was just pissed drunk.
He was so he was just
so
pissed drunk.
wasted.
He couldn't even walk down the hallway.
Yeah, he couldn't walk.
And like, just like obviously the teachers like stumbling through the hallways, like acting drunk because he's drunk. They gonna be like, "Are you drunk?" Like,
right, exactly.
And so he got searched and shit. And then when the principal was talking to him, this man threw up at the principal's desk, bro. Like, dude, and then he just passed out on his principal's desk for like 2 hours or some shit. I can't remember if Drake snitched on us or said that me and Caden were drinking too.
He probably did, bro. He probably didn't know that he was like talking out, you know what I'm saying?
Like Drake was telling us, they're like, "No, it's just you guys were my only friends, that's why they asked you." But now I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, he definitely snitched us out. Officer came into here, he said, Dane, right after I'm hearing about what happened to Drake.
What happened, right?
And then, the police officer come in here and pull me out of class, and obviously I'm like, oh, fuck no, like, and I'm still a little high, like, it's only third period. So I was like, oh, fuck no. So then he takes me into the classroom, or into his office. He just does this stupid, like, the simple, like, drunk test, like, oh, use your eyes and follow my finger. Yeah, like walk
a straight line and shit. Yeah.
I pass all those. At least I thought. And then he was like, all right, I'm gonna need you to breathe into this thing. I'm like, oh, I'm getting breathalyzed? Like, come on, man.
Oh.
Right, so he busts out a breathalyzer, not like a legit one, just like a little like
Little school one.
Right, like a little school one.
Something you
literally.
would test a little 8th grader with.
Right. And so at this point, I'm like over it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, like I already hate officer just because he a douchebag and he a cop. So right, he said, all right, that's a goal. He said, all right,
Nice.
I'm gonna need you to blow into this or whatever. And he's like, all right, blow like you need to give a good blow into this. So then obviously in my head, I'm like, all right, fuck this kid.
You gave
Right.
what? Oh, I think you told me this before.
I was like, fuck this bitch. Yeah, so I just barely blew in that shit. I just barely blew in that shit. And he's like, no, you need to blow hard. And I was like, oh, okay, my bad. So I was like,
You're just acting completely stupid at this point.
right. And then I was like, all right, I got you. And so I did it. And he's like, you need to blow hard this time. I was like, and then he's like, no, you need to blow hard. I was like, all right, I think I got it this time. And this time I just I legit blew hard. I think it was 0.01 or 0.01,
Right.
or 0.001. Like it was the lowest
Like
it could
nothing.
go.
Right.
Right, like he literally was just like, all right, yeah, like you're good. So then I go back to class, and like real quick, I already know like they're gonna pull out Caden next, or he's gonna pull out Caden next. So I'm like, all right, Caden, like you better fucking find a way to finagle this, cause I know you've been drinking. He breathalyzed me, and this is what he told me. He told me he did he asked him the same questions, whatever, like, were you drinking with Drake, whatever, obviously no. Then he does those, the little, follow my finger with your eyes question, then, walk a straight line. Caden, does good on all those, cause Caden could handle his shit. So then, he's, going to reach for the breathalyzer, and Caden says, oh, hey, actually, I'm having a math, or English test right now, so, can I go back and finish that? And officer's like, alright, yeah, you can go. He finessed the fuck out of it! Right, so, cause he's like, oh, well, if Drake only said you two, he's probably just saying it to get him off his back, or whatever, you know, just to lessen the punishment.
Right.
But yeah, bro, that shit was crazy as fuck.
Oh, dude,
So then
I remember
went
this
home,
day.
I told my mom, I was like, oh, they
You would
breathalyzed me at school.
What is-